Welcome to the final episode of Custom Cards.
Sakatora's favorite! Yeah!
Well, for Yetis anyway. So, I'm going to show you all the Yeti cards all in one video. So I'm going to go over some older ones too, but I'll go over them a bit quicker because I have a time limit of 15 minutes, so let's get to it. Big Yeti, you've already seen it. 2200 beat stick, you can only control one. I updated the law, so you know, you can read that. Avalanche Yeti, he's a 1900 beat stick, but he has a power where if he's in your control or in your graveyard, you can send a Yeti from your deck to the graveyard and all your Yetis gain 500 attack until the end phase. If it's in your graveyard, you have to control another Yeti on your field, because otherwise you can't just activate it effective if it doesn't do anything, you know. And the effective Avalanche Yeti is once per turn. And Yeti monsters you control deal piercing damage. So this card has a lot of bonus effects, and if it's destroyed, then you gain 900 life points. All Yetis have that sort of effect, so you know. Here's another old card. We'll get to the new ones, so I'll just go over these quickly. You pay 2000 life points. All your opponent's monsters' attacks become 0 until their next end phase. Your monsters cannot attack though, and if this set card is destroyed, well, your monsters can't attack during that turn, and if this set card is destroyed, you can add one Bigfoot or Yeti card from your deck to your hand. And then Bigfoot Cry, which combos with it, you target a Yeti monster you control. All monsters on the field go to attack position, and then during this turn, the battle phase must be entered before entering the turn, and during this turn's battle phase, the turn player must attack with all monsters they control. Also, if the turn player is your opponent, they can only select the targeted monster for the attack if it's still on the field. So you can use this, and then all their opponent's monsters become 0 attack, and they all have to crash into a Yeti, so that's pretty good. Bigfoot Flurry, here's a newer card. So you target 2 cards on the field while you control a face-up Yeti monster. Destroy those targets and any face-up Yeti monsters you control. So yeah, it's sort of like an Icarus attack, but it doesn't actually target a Yeti you control, so that combos well with the field spell. So here's another random card, Bigfoot Tamer. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon a Yeti monster from the deck. It is destroyed during the end phase. Also, if the summon monster is level 8, it cannot attack this turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Yeti card from your deck to your hand, and you can see the stats right there. So, Black Ice Yeti Curse. Reveal one Yeti monster in your hand. If you control no face-up Yeti monsters, draw 4 cards. During the end phase, you take 3000 damage. At this time, you can discard up to 2 Yeti cards to reduce the damage done by a Black Ice Curse by 1500 for each card discarded this way. So these cards stack, so if you activate 3, you could draw 12 cards in the same turn, and if you discard 2, then that nullifies all of the damage. Blizzard Tribute. Oh yeah, that was a new card by the way. Blizzard Tribute, I think you might have seen it already. Destroy one Yeti monster you control, or that is in your hand. Neither players take damage until the end of your opponent's next end phase. Also, you may activate one Himalayan mountain from your deck. If you do, and it replaces a field spell, destroy all face-up monsters on the field. It's sort of their version of Torrential Tribute, but it's a bit different, so you know. Okay, Chill Yeti. So you can see the stats on the screen. So if this monster is the only monster you control, you can pay 600 life points, normal summon one Yeti monster from your hand. If this card is destroyed, you gain 1000 life points. While this card is in your graveyard, while this card is in your graveyard, while you gain life points from a Yeti monster effect except Chill Yeti, draw 1 card. This effect of Chill Yeti is once per turn, so there's a bit of draw power, you know, and also a bit of swarming. So Fog Yeti, you can see the stats once again. So if this card is destroyed, Chill Yeti was a new card, Fog Yeti is a bit of an older one. So if it's destroyed, you gain 2000 life points. During either player's turn, while this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 1500 life points. Your face-up Yeti monsters are unaffected by your opponent's spell and traps until the end phase. The effect of Fog Yeti is once per turn. So it's sort of like an infestation pandemic. So that's pretty cool. Himalayan Mountain is sort of like the win condition of the deck, plus it's the card what makes it more so uber broken. So if this card would be destroyed, you can destroy one Yeti monster on your field or in your hand instead. Once per turn, if you gain life points due to an effect of a Yeti monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the life point gain. So these first two effects combo with themselves. So this is mandatory, so you have to inflict damage the first time, and since it's once per turn, you can't use them more than once, although you could replace the field spell with another Himalayan Mountain. Okay, so if this card is destroyed, you can special summon one Big Yeti from your hand, deck or graveyard. Big Yeti being this dude. Okay, so if this card is face up, Yeti monsters you control gain this effect. During either player's turn, you can banish this face up card, and if you do, return it to the field during your next standby phase. So all Yetis have the power to hide for a couple of turns, so it's pretty cool. Iteya's tactics: add up to 2 Yeti and or Bigfoot monsters from your graveyard to your hand. This card is treated as a Bigfoot card while in the graveyard. That's a newer one as well. Lightning Yeti. Oh yeah, Himalayan Mountain. I showed it before, but I've actually made it more powerful. Like this was, you can banish all Yetis you control. It's similar along those lines. You see an older video somewhere, but yeah. Lightning Yeti. If when this card is normal summoned, you can pay 2500 life points, destroy all face-up non-Yeti monsters on the field. If you do, only this card can attack for the rest of the turn. If this card is destroyed, gain 500 life points. While this card is in your graveyard and you have higher life points than your opponent, you take no effect damage. Okay, here's another, like one of the much newer ones. So Sleet Yeti, he's sort of the Captain Gold of the deck. So you can discard this card and pay 600 life points, add one Himalayan Mountain from your deck to your hand. If you do not control Himalayan Mountain, destroy this face-up monster. And if this card is destroyed, you gain 2100 life points. So that's pretty cool. Sneak and Retreat. If you control no monsters, pay 2000 life points, special summon one Yeti monster from your deck. During either player's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard to target one face-up Yeti monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, return it to your hand. Interesting effect, eh? You cannot activate this effect during the turn it was sent to the graveyard. So, balance. That's a new one too. Snow Yeti. This is one of the OG ones, one of the 5 classics. So, Snow Yeti, if this card is destroyed, you gain 1500 life points. If this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 800 life points, add one Yeti monster from your deck to your hand. And the effect of Snow Yeti is once per turn. Storm Yeti, another OG. When this card is normal summoned and your life points are 3000 or greater than your opponent's, you can pay 2000 life points to destroy all spell and traps on the field. If this card is destroyed, gain 1200 life points. When this card is sent to the graveyard, neither player can set cards for the rest of the turn. I have to kind of go through these a bit quicker, sorry. Vortex Yeti came out at the same time as Sleet Yeti, so you can special summon this card from your hand by destroying one face-up Yeti you control. This normal summoned card is destroyed during the end phase. If this card is destroyed, gain 1000 life points. Once per turn, you can pay 2000 life points, add one Bigfoot card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Pretty good. And Yeti Titan, the level 8 boss monster. You can normal summon this card without a tribute by paying 2000 life points. If you do, target one Yeti monster you control, destroy that target. During each of your end phases, you can target a level 4 Yeti monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. If this card is destroyed, gain 1000 life points for each card in your opponent's hand. Yeah. Yeti's Wrath. This card was actually fairly balanced until Yeti Titan came on the scene. Yeah, like this is one of the OG cards, so pay 1000 life points to activate this card. When a Yeti monster you control attacks a monster with 2000 or more attack, that Yeti monster gains 1500 attack until the end phase. If this face-up card cannot be destroyed while you control Yeti monsters. If you gain life points from an effect of a Yeti monster that was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, You can send this card to your graveyard, special summon 2 Yetis from your graveyard with different names. You can only control one Yeti's wrath. So obviously with Yeti Titan, it kind of got a bit broken. So now we'll move on to the extra deck. Okay, extra deck. Feral Yeti number 1. It's a fusion, but it's not really a fusion monster really. So during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, if you have 2 or more Yeti monsters in your graveyard, you can pay 500 life points, special summon this card from your extra deck in defense position. If you do, this card is destroyed during the end phase. If this card is destroyed, gain 1000 life points. So yeah, kind of broken if you think about it. But yeah, Feral Yeti number 2, pretty much the same. During your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, if you have 4 or more Yetis in your graveyard, you can pay 500 life points, special summon this card from your extra deck. Difference being you can summon it in attack position if you want. If you do, this card is destroyed during the end phase. If this card is destroyed, then you gain 1000 life points. They're tuners as well. So we'll move on to the synchros. Princess Iteya. So 1 Yeti tuner, 1 non-Yeti tuner. Okay, so if this card would be destroyed, you can destroy 1 Yeti you control or in your hand instead. This card is unaffected by card effects. Once per turn, you can target 1 card on your opponent's side of the field, destroy it, and if you do, banish it. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. During your standby phase, you gain 2000 life points. Crazy. Colossal Titan. The level 10. Yep. Okay, so 1 or more Yeti tuners. So you can imagine you can just stack these up and bring this card out fairly easily. And 1 or more non-Yeti tuners. Okay, so this card's effects cannot be negated. This card cannot attack directly and cannot be banished. If this card destroys a monster in battle, you gain and your opponent loses life points equal to the destroyed monster's attack. If this card is destroyed, you can special summon 3 level 4 Yeti monsters from your graveyard, and if you do, they are all destroyed during the end phase. Okay, now we move on to the XCs. Okay, Mountain Peak Yeti, rank 4. 2 level 4 Yetis to summon it. Negate your opponent's effects that target any Yeti cards while you control Himalayan mountain. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XC's material from this card, banish 1 card on your opponent's field or in your opponent's graveyard, and for each Yeti you control during activation. If this card is destroyed, you gain 2200 life points. Dark Slush Yeti. This card needs 2 to 5 level 4 Yeti monsters. You can detach 1 XC's material from this card instead of paying life points, a life point cost for a Yeti effect. Attach monsters this card destroys in battle, and instead of sending them to the graveyard. Once per turn, you can pay 2000 life points, special summon 1 Yeti from your hand. It cannot attack this turn. If this card is destroyed, you gain 1000 life points. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to it. I know I may have went over them a bit quickly, but I do have a time limit. Oh yeah, the reason why this card's so broken is because you can activate it and then make your Yetis banish, and then you blow up 2 cards and your Yetis are all safe. So a lot of crazy cards in here. This card is kind of crazy now that Yeti Titan is a thing. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of this archetype. I think that's pretty much all the support I'm going to give them. I'm going to move on to solo stars next. Thanks for watching. Peace.
You know, man.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.